How is it going, fellas? Hope your day's going alright so far. Yeah, today I'm gonna be doing a bit of a different kind of video. Gonna be doing a matchup chart for all of Punisher's matchups within Marvel Rivals. For those of you that don't know, I have been getting really into Marvel Rivals lately. I have like 700 something hours clocked in at this point. I hit GM with the character. I've had more fun playing Punisher than basically any other character in any other shooter game. Like, I just love this character, and I love talking about their skill sets, their matchups, you know, like character interactions, things like that. I love doing this for any game, like fighting games I do it a lot in, but I figured I'd carry that over to my current video game obsession with Marvel Rivals and Punisher. Yeah, we're going to be ranking all of his matchups just completely off the cuff. There's gonna be no script, no edits, other than maybe cutting out a bit of ums and ahs and some stutters here and there, but that's about it. One take, completely off the rip. Very laid back, relaxed kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of one of those videos you can throw in the background while you're doing something else. I'll be making a video in the future going more in depth with Punisher and his individual matchups and dissecting them further, on top of some other Punisher guides I intend on making in the future, just because there aren't really a whole lot of good resources for Punisher out there. So I figured I'd be the change I want to see and provide more knowledge to this character that I find really fun. And even if you don't play Punisher, there still should be something you could take away from this video, hopefully, whether it be knowledge on how to counter Punisher, how to play around him, or whatever it is you're looking for. And I know I'm not going to be able to cover absolutely everything in this video, so if I do forget some detail about some matchup, or if you think I misplaced something, because I'm open to being wrong, like I'm just some guy on the internet. So if you disagree with anything on this tier list at all, just leave a comment or anything like that. I'd be more than willing to hear you out, and I'm always open to change my opinion on certain matchups. So with all that out of the way, yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna be joined by my friends Jake and Cade for a majority of his tier list, just providing their own inputs with their own experiences. Oh, and it's also worth noting that this tier list was recorded on day 1 of season 6. So in the future, I might record it maybe a week or two into the season, but I just was excited to give this kind of video a go, admittedly. So just keep that in mind while watching. I have the characters grouped up by their role, tank, DPS, support, but I'm not really going to be going in any particular order otherwise. I'll leave timestamps for each specific character if you're just looking for someone in particular. But yeah, let's get this thing going.
Deadpool in here?
No, I'm not even gonna bother with Deadpool.
Oh.
Way too early to tell. I think the layout of the list kind of speaks for itself.
I see. Yeah.
Down here, I'm just gonna put the image of like the no, wait. So, let's start with a softball, something that nobody is going to disagree with. How about the Thing? Can we agree?
Yeah.
He's a victim.
It's just...
He's just a giant target. He's just a giant target.
Like, there's just nothing there's nothing that Thing can do to even touch Punisher in, like, 99% of circumstances. He's an enormous target, he's impossible to miss. If you're more than 2 feet away from him, he can't hit you. And even if he's in that range, you can just blow his head clean off with shotgun. Like, it's just ass. Like, it's pure unfettered ass. If he does the Yancey Street charge, he's probably gonna die before he's even halfway to you. Like, God forbid you're in a turret. There's absolutely nothing he can do. Like, this Thing is just horrific.
Yeah, he's just kind of asking to die.
Yeah. His head is huge, it's so easy to get headshots on him. He can't move for shit. Like, he can jump around, and if he jumps directly in front of you, he's basically just signing his own death warrant, because you can just pump a few blasts into him, and Punishers are gonna kill Thing before Thing could even take off half of Punisher's health. Like, this is just an auto-lose character. Like, who's next? Groot? Let's do Groot.
I feel like he's above even.
Would he not be in the same position as thing?
No, because there's a few things that make Groot better. Like, back in, like, Season 0
His
and 1,
range.
like, Punisher was the definitive answer to Groot, back when Groot was, like, absolutely everywhere, right? Because he could just destroy his walls in, like, half a second. I think he's still the best character in the game for destroying Groot walls, but there's a few things that make him better than someone like Thing. One is that Groot's range is deceptively bigger than you probably think it is. Like, his melee hits actually go pretty far. His walls are still very easily turned off by Punisher, but it's kind of annoying, I guess. His ult is not really a threat to Punisher that much. There's been a lot of cases where I get ulted by Groot, and since Groots are usually not too far away from me when they pop ult, half the time, I just kill them before they kill me. So, like... And again, Groot's fucking huge. His head is also enormous. He's slow as shit. He has absolutely no mobility. Like, he's definitely a pretty confidently losing matchup for Punisher. Winning matchup, sorry. Like, he loses very hard into Punisher. I don't think he's as bad as Thing, though, because at least he has a chance at hitting you with a couple of his tools, whereas someone like Thing is just completely hopeless, you know what I mean? I don't want to talk about Magneto yet, because I know that's going to be a whole spiel. I do not want to talk about Mag right now. I want to preserve my good mood while I still have it. Let's go Thor. Thor is basically the same as Thing. Same exact problems. If not slightly worse, because he melts even faster. Like, he has no good way to close the gap between him and Punisher, similar to Thing, unless he takes, like, some crazy off angle and gets to jump on Punisher. But ever since they did the rework with Thor, back in, like, Season 0, Season 1, if you got caught with your pants down and Thor was, like, right next to you, you just explode, right? But since they made him into an Awakening Room bot, his hammer is nowhere near as much of an actual threat as it once was. So unless he wastes all 3 Thor Force on you to kill you, you're probably going to kill him with Shotgun before you can do anything about it. Like, Shotgun just melts through his health bar like it's made of butter. And he doesn't really have any good ways to get shield health or to mitigate that damage at all. So there's really not much he can do against Punisher at any range. Lightning being a projectile is a lot harder to hit consistently compared to Punisher, who just has to point and click on the giant target in front of him. Like, his ult is also very bad against Punisher. Punisher is a very easy time killing Thor out of his ult. Like, if you just look up and shoot him, there's a good chance you're gonna kill him before he even touches the ground. Like, you can't push him off maps very well, because if Punisher has a smoke grenade, he can just jump back up for free. Like, it's just not good. A lot of the same problems as the Thing. Let's talk about your favorite character, Kay. Let's talk about Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. What do you think of this matchup, Kate? I know you love it.
He's a fucking victim, bro. He is the victim of victims.
I don't think he's as bad as, like, the Thing, but I do think he's, like, in the same tier as Groot.
He's certainly up there.
Yeah, I think he's, like, 60-40, definitive.
Like, when he starts getting close, closing the gaps, he gets fucked.
Even his fucking shield can just do nothing.
No, his shield is actually, like less than worthless against Punisher. Because, like, how much health does shield have? Can you remind me? Like,
800.
800 health, so yeah, that's about 2.5 seconds of holding left click with the assault rifle.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm thinking Strange isn't, like, a victim until he closes the gaps and Punisher moves in a bit. Because as soon as he, like, drops shield and starts trying to, like, build his meter, because he'll do the combo where he whips primary, and then he'll try and throw up the shield. I feel like that's where Punisher shines the most in that matchup. But that's just me speaking. I don't play either.
The only way to properly deal with a Punisher if you're Strange is if the Punisher is focused on somebody else, and it just gives you, like, the leeway to move in there. Even then, a good Punisher can still just turn around and pop you in the fucking mouth until you die.
Yeah, like, Strange's biggest problem in this matchup is that his shield has a limited health pool, which Punisher can melt in a couple of seconds. B, once his shield is broken, there's basically nothing Doctor Strange can do. Like,
Yeah.
because from more than, like, I don't know, 10 feet away from him, you're just never hitting Punisher on Doctor Strange. Like, your primary is going to be doing, like, a bee sting's worth of damage, your whip is not going to connect, your maelstrom's not going to connect. Like, if you're in breath-smelling distance, and you have, like, max dark magic, then you probably have him dead to rights, but even then, Shotgun still poses a pretty decent threat. Like, I'm sure the buff he just got will probably make it a little bit easier for him to close the gap against someone like Punisher.
I definitely think so, because holy shit, it does a lot of damage now.
But at the same time, Shotgun is still going to eviscerate him. Like,
This is true. Oh my god, dude, the slingshot movement is really fun.
Maybe I should come
That's
back.
cool. You might have to, because your character is probably at his best right now. And he's getting a 6.5 team up. That's similar to Gamma. Oh my god, wait, what the fuck? This character's gonna be a menace next season.
yeah, like, I'm very curious to see where Strange ends up by the end of this season. Because if we're going back to, like, Season 0 Strange, I think this will be a lot more interesting. But as he is right now, he kind of just gets smoked by Punisher pretty effortlessly. God forbid he has a turret up. Like, oh, pack it up.
Dude, the thing is, they buffed his charge move, the shockwave, and then they're adding a team up for that? Like, fuck.
Yeah, so if they make it, like, Gamma boosted back in Season 0, he can become, like, a legitimate threat again.
I think it's gonna be the team up with Elsa Bloodstone. She's gonna, like, enable him.
It could be.
That's just my guess, because Midnight Suns stuff. They have a connection. It's not random. Who's next on your list? Are you still on Strange?
I'm not going in any particular order. I just have them grouped by tank, and I'm just talking about whoever I feel like talking about at the moment.
What about Venom?
Venom is a strange one to talk about for me. Because, like, on paper...
He lives forever.
On paper, you'd think he'd win, right? Because, like, he closes the gap on Punisher instantly. He gets all up in his face with 0 effort. He has a gargantuan health pool. But then you remember Punisher has a shotgun.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely, like, good. I'm just thinking, like, what if Venom just outlives Punisher?
I mean, that's kind of his win condition. Like, the matchup essentially boils down to, can you survive a full mag dump from Punisher or not? Like, can you kill him before that takes you out? That's basically this matchup in a nutshell. Because if you do, you can kill Punisher pretty easily. But if you don't, you have to pop your overheal, you have to swing away, and you're probably on low health if you're doing that. And if you're swinging away, you're a giant target in the sky. Punisher can very easily take you out. Like, it's a very polarizing matchup. Like, they both have very cut and dry win and lose conditions, and it's really just a matter of who can get it first. But what I think makes this slightly favored for Punisher is that if Venom tries to play the game and there's a Punisher on the enemy team, you're going to have to address him first usually, or else you're just not going to be able to do anything. Like, if you try and dive like the enemy team's healers and they're being protected by a Punisher, you're not going to be able to do jack shit until you take him out. So, because it just throws a complete wrench into Venom's game plan, I think it's a slight win for Punisher, but not that crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's my thoughts on that matchup in a nutshell. Who should we do next? Do you know anything about Rogue? I still don't know what to think of this character, man.
Okay, so she is just better thing. She's good enough. She cannot solo tank. That's just
yeah.
I don't know how obvious that is, but she cannot solo tank. She could be annoying to you. She could probably kill you.
She has killed me a fair amount of times. Like, she does more damage than I thought she would. She has that little dive kick that can just get all up in my shit, which is very annoying.
That's what I'm thinking.
And her health pool is big enough, and her damage is high enough for her to survive a shotgun mag dump before I can kill her. Like she just kills me first.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She just kills you first. I feel like if anything, it's even because while she has her shield, she can be extremely vulnerable. She doesn't have like a traditional shield. She doesn't have a shield at all. She has a damage reduction.
It's like
not
an
a
Iron
shield.
Fist block, if anything, yeah?
Yeah, it's like an Iron Fist block. And it's not like Strange where you get something.
Yeah, like...
Strange is just an example because I feel like Strange gives her like the best possible thing.
The copy gives her nothing off of Punisher except for the basic DPS boost, which is definitely a point in Punisher's favor, since you're stripping her of a potential option.
True, but it can be very annoying because that boost is actually meaningful.
Oh, it is bonkers. I think Rogue's ult is actually very bad into Punisher for a couple reasons. One, the range is pathetic. Like, you basically have to be standing next to her.
For Rogue, right?
Yes, for Rogue.
Okay, I was going to say, because that shit is small.
You basically have to be standing next to her for it to even have any effect on you. Which puts you in a very dangerous position against Punisher Shotgun. Because it doesn't really heal you that much. Unless you have, like, some crazy support stack bonuses. There's a very real chance that you can just get mauled by a shotgun mid-ult. And it doesn't really... The ult draining property, it doesn't really affect Punisher at all, because if there's someone 2 feet in front of you, that's not a position where you probably want to pop Punisher ult anyways. So, like, I think it's even, honestly. Like, I think it's probably the most even tank matchup.
Yeah, it's probably even. It's just her range is so shit. She just has to, she's fighting to close the gap. I feel like you take a lot of damage, you just do a lot of damage to her while she's trying to close the gap, and then by the time that she wants to hit you, it's just like she's only going to kill you off of stray hits, like just cherry picking off of someone else's progress, because I feel like that's just the kind of tank she is.
I feel like it's kind of similar to Venom, where Rogue has to address you in order not for her whole game plan to just be completely fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think she does a bit of a better job into Punisher specifically compared to Venom, because she does do a lot more damage than Venom.
Yeah, she does like legit damage. It's just getting in there without dying immediately.
That's the hard part.
That's like where that's why she's not as good. Like, she's a good character, but like
nothing crazy.
No, she wasn't as crazy as everyone thought she would be, which is kind of a good thing because the concept of her character is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, copying abilities and shit.
It's kind of, everyone was afraid.
Dude, we thought copying Adam was gonna be like super Hitler, like. Which it kind of is, but...
It's not super Hitler, but it's pretty fucked up. It's like, kind of. But just swap then. At that point, you have to, because a good rogue will pick you out every single time. Every time. And just use, immediately pop Soul Bond. Actually, that is probably crazier than Strange Shield. Because what do you mean you just randomly get Soul Bond? Fuck.
I think Soul Bond and Loki Lamps are the best ones by far. Like, it's bonkers.
Emma Frost one is pretty good.
Should we talk about Emma next?
What does she get? Oh, yeah, for sure. I
know you can vouch a lot for Emma. I think this is pretty confidently losing, but I don't know whether to put her in 60-40 or 55-45. I feel like you can make a case for both.
Oh, it's losing for Emma?
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking 55-45.
55-45. Yeah, I was thinking similar because, like, she still has a shield that she can put anywhere. She can just block off your turret, which is very fucking annoying. She has more range than a majority of tanks with, like, her forehead beam. Like, so she can contest you from a decent range. Things just kind of fall apart when you talk about any other ability she has, though. Like, Diamond Form is basically useless against Punisher, barring the damage reduction. Her ult is a complete meme into Punisher specifically because of turret.
I was just going to say, maybe not 45-55 because I did not consider that until after I said she should go there.
I mean, Punisher and Emma have the funniest interaction in the game with their ult. Like, you just press E and you can just completely ignore her ult. Because her ult does no damage. It just does the little stun effect. And Punisher's turret has like 600 health. So it can just tank that whole thing, and you can just kill Emma for it.
Jesus. Yeah, it's pretty broken. You need people to, like, actually go out of their way to peep you.
Yeah, like, if you have turret on cooldown, you can just completely fuck over a push being made with an Emma ult. If you stay outside of Emma's forehead beam range, there's not much she can do either.
Yeah, no, her range is, like... She's just the poke demon. She's the poke demon. That's... Everyone knows. But... I think for Punisher, like, she's kind of a meme because you just kind of melt
Yeah,
her.
she just gets severely outranged and has a lot of,
She's a
like...
worse strange shield. Yeah, because her shield is 400 hit points. It can be moved anywhere. That's like the thing.
I see
Like
it
that,
most
like,
often
it's
used to block
pretty-
off turrets, which
Yes.
is definitely effective because it puts me, like, out of the fight for a second. It drains my turret ammo. It's just fucking annoying. But, like, that's probably the best thing she has in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just stay outside of her range, there's not really too much she can do outside of that. Her ult is useless against Punisher specifically. If he's ulting her in turret, she can't do jack shit. You're never gonna be getting grabbed by Emma, realistically, ever. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it could still happen.
It can, but, like...
She finds her way. She'll
if
be
you're
taking
in,
a billion
like...
damage, and by the time she grabs you, she's gonna get gangbanged.
I mean, if she grabs you, one of you is dying. Like, but...
Yeah, but it's most likely gonna be Emma, because how are you grabbing Punisher and no one's putting you in a checkmate scenario where Emma just gets destroyed by the whole team? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, the only time I'm ever grabbed by Emma on Punisher is if we're in, like, just a complete clusterfuck fight on the point on, like, King of the
And
Hill
you
or
get
something.
straight away.
But...
Yeah. Like you're just like caught with your pants down straight away from the team. Like then she can do that because that's where she shines the most. But at the same time, I feel like if she just does that without you being a stray, then she's getting destroyed.
Yeah, like, it's just such a weird matchup to talk about because there's so many things going on in it. Like...
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess.
I think it's slight losing, but not as bad as, like, Groot or Strange.
Yeah. I think that's fine. You want to get Penny out of the way? I feel like she's a victim.
She is a victim. It's pretty hard to deny, especially with the Rocket team up gone now. Like...
Yeah, she's a victim. There's not much to say about that.
As long as Punisher has line of sight on a Penny Nest, he can blow it up from any range. He doesn't even need line of sight. If he hops in turret, he can use the splash damage to blast one around a corner or something, which is something that's mostly unique to him. I don't think there's anybody else with splash damage from virtually infinite range. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... I think he does particularly well into Penny because of that. I think Penny has the easiest head to shoot in the entire game. Like, I just farm headshots on Penny like they're nothing.
Yeah, no, she's a headshot merchant.
Like, the only redeeming thing Penny has is that she has a gun and that she can actually shoot back at the Punisher from, like, mid to medium long range. But even then, it's a pea shooter compared to what Punisher has.
It is a pea shooter. What do you think of Angela? I've heard you complain a few times, but not to like a crazy extent.
I was talking with Meta about it a little bit more the other day because, you know, he plays Angela all the time. So
yeah,
I don't know if I just haven't played against a whole lot of good Angelas, because when I go up against Angelas, usually I don't struggle too hard. Usually they kind of just fly around and I just shoot them out of the sky. But when I play against a good Angela, oh my god, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Angela is like literally the one character in this game who can win the turret 1v1 like every single time. Like, you are not allowed to use turret.
Okay, so I feel like I've seen you get like jumped by Angela while in turret. Let's do Shin Shibuya, for example, or Spider Islands, whatever the map is where the ending is like that little hall. Basically, from what I've experienced, is if no one is peeling for Angela and you're left out to drivers her and you're in your turret,
I'm
you
fucked.
lose.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Like,
But every time I've helped you, it's kind of worked in your favor.
I mean,
But
yeah,
still,
if I get a peel, if I'm being healed even just like a little bit, I can probably take out Angela, just because...
It's just inconvenient.
Yeah, like, she's a tank, she doesn't do as much damage as a DPS. She does more damage than most tanks, mind you, but she can't compete with a point-blank shotgun exactly. But I think the turret interaction is a pretty big deal, because you're just not allowed to use turret at all. She has, like, the perfect toolkit to just completely invalidate turret. Turret is very hard to land shots on flyers with, like Iron Man, Storm, Torch, just because you can't take advantage of the splash damage. You have to hit them with direct shots, which is very difficult as the turret shoots very slow and telegraphed explosive rounds. But with
Mhm.
the other flyers, you can kind of get away with just peppering them with a few shots, just because their health pools are usually, like, super low. Like, if you just hit an Iron Man with a couple of turret shots, you'll usually get him to fuck off. But you can't do that with Angela. She has way too much health. And unlike most divers, you can't just point at the ground and just shoot in front of you if you're being jumped in your turret. Because she flies, right? She could just ignore the splash damage and just fly over it. And she could fly over your head and circle around you and make sure she's hitting you, the Punisher, and not the turret. So you die a lot faster. The turret is not going to be eating the damage for you. Like, it's just... It almost seems like she was made specifically to fuck over Punisher turret. Like, it's so annoying.
Probably because she can fly over. You can't even see her flying over half the time because of the map.
You can't shoot more than like 45 degrees above or below you, so if Angela is like directly on top of you, you can't do shit.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, she's a giant target, so it's pretty easy to pepper her with the assault rifle when she's like flying around doing whatever, right? Her shield can be kind of annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. You can usually shoot it and it breaks. Voice crack. It doesn't have that much health.
Yeah, they just nerfed it, right?
Did they?
Pretty sure they did.
I think they did, yeah.
It's like a weird thing to nerf, but
balance, sure, man. Marvel Rivals 6.0 balance.
It wasn't the craziest nerf, but I mean, sure, I guess.
What exactly did they change about her? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Angela. Reduced shield stance value. Oh, they took 50 health off the shield, so...
Sure.
It's only 300 health on the shield now compared to 350, so that's definitely gonna make shooting her easier.
I didn't know it was that
That's
low.
a pretty big chunk of health, like...
That is a lot. I thought it was a nothing burger, but sure.
That's one less shotgun blast and one less second of focus fire with the primary to take out her shield, which is a pretty big deal. Like, that's a big number. If you get shish kebabbed, you're probably fucked, which is a very real possibility, but I think it's definitely a very definitively losing matchup for Punisher, just for the sheer fact she takes one of your abilities off the board entirely. Like...
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, some Punishers can go, like, entire games without using turret. It's kind of map
I was
dependent.
gonna say.
But, like, she's still good outside of that against Punisher. Like,
It's about... Yeah. So, like, it is pretty bad matchup, all things considered, because she can go in and go out really, really quickly.
yeah, she doesn't have the same problems tanks like Thor and Thing do, where once, like, they can't close the gap, and even if they do, they're still at a massive disadvantage. Angela doesn't have that issue. She can get in and out very fast. She can literally drag you wherever the hell she wants if you give her the chance to. Like, if she just kidnaps Punisher and takes him out to no man's land and singles him out, he's fucked. Like, he's just not surviving that.
What about Hulk? What do we think of Hulk?
Hulk? The recent buff he got made him CC immune in ult, right?
Yeah.
The other balance changes are not very noteworthy at all. Hulk is... I don't know if he's a victim or a borderline victim exactly. Because, like, he's basically almost the exact same as Thor. Like, yeah, he can move around, he can dash around, he can jump around, but he's not going to be doing anything to you until he gets into breath-smelling distance, and even then, he still gets mauled by the shotgun. So, like...
Alright. Yeah, because I don't really know how that matchup would go. Because he just, like, jumps in, jumps out. I feel like you're not really targeting him other than building ult charge.
Yeah, like, if you're targeting Banner, you're probably just doing it to build ult, or just because there's nobody else to shoot at, or maybe your healers are getting dived or something, right? Like, he's almost never your first priority. He's usually just kind of jumping around like, look at me, right? But, like,
yeah.
With Punisher specifically, there's one very noteworthy thing about this matchup. You're never going to be playing as Banner. Never. You're just going to be shot in the head.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, if you die in Hulk, you're just dead. And
this goes for every character. Like, it's just, you're dead.
I mean, yes, but at least against most characters, you can at least maybe try to grenade away, go back to your team, and heal up, right? Like, you have a chance of survival. Punisher, you have no chance. Like, you're gonna get shot in the head. It doesn't even need to be a perfect headshot. I don't think it even needs to be, like, half perfect. Like, you're just done. Pack it up. Like, he essentially doubles how long you're dead for.
He's just gone.
Yeah. The only real thing he has in a matchup is that his ult can be kind of annoying. Like, when he gets all of his health back, you're either going to probably kill the Punisher for it, because if you're that low of health, he probably just unloaded a whole clip into you, and he has to reload, and now you caught him with his pants down, so you could probably kill him.
Mhm.
Either that, or he pops it while you're ulting, which is just as annoying, which means you have to waste, like, half of your ultimate just focusing Monster Hulk. So, like, there's some things that he has, but it's not very good overall.
I see. Okay.
I don't think it's as bad as Sting. I probably
I was
put him,
gonna say-
like, border of victims, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. He's really good versus tanks.
Yeah, except for the two we haven't talked about yet, so...
Yeah, well, the one that's like coming up, both of them.
Which Punisher op do you want to talk about first?
Oh fuck! I feel like just get Cap out of the way. Actually,
Cap
I
is
don't even know
such-
which one's.
Let's talk about Cap,
What's
because, like,
worse?
I have such, like, conflicting thoughts about this matchup. Like, I never know what to say about it, because, like, it's kind of similar to Venom, where they have, like, very solid win and lose conditions. Like, just like Venom, Cap can just dive in with the Super Soldier Slam for free. He can get all up in your shit. The only thing that keeps Cap alive at that range, the only reason he doesn't get mauled with a shotgun like Venom does, is his shield. And his shield is like actual Punisher kryptonite. Because if you're that close to him, if you're like within shotgun range, you're probably going to want to shoot him with the shotgun, right? But if you do that against Cap's shield, there's a good chance that most of those bullets are going to be reflected straight back into you, especially with how Punisher is fucking huge. And there's a good chance you're just going to kill yourself. Like,
Yeah.
but the silver lining is that the second Cap loses his shield for whatever reason, he's fucked. Like, he's thoroughly fucked. He's just gonna get blasted with the shotgun a few times, and if he tries to run and jump away, he's just gonna get tracked down with the the assault rifle. And yeah, that's basically that matchup in a nutshell. It basically boils down to, does he have shield or not?
Is he wise or not?
If Captain America has ult, he can survive practically anything, barring maybe a Punisher ult, but even then, he could stall out Punisher ult for a very long time. His shield can still reflect Punisher ult as well, so if you're not careful, you can kill yourself in ult, which is very embarrassing, but it's still a thing he can do. Like,
Even Holt's commenting on it right now. Funny enough. Charlie really opened my eyes to how much Pun loses to Cap. I didn't believe it at first. That shield does wonders, especially if your teammate Starlord shoots at it too, killing you, but that's so specific, I can't even imagine that ever happened.
yeah, it's literally just what I was saying. Like, if Cap has his shield, it's wraps for Punisher, but if he doesn't have his shield, it's wraps for Cap. Like, it's so, like, polarizing, it's insane.
Because he just eats shit.
Yeah, but...
Like, he could run away, but you've pumped a shotgun into him, and then you just track him with your...
Exactly. The difference is that, and why I think Cap wins the matchup, is that Cap is usually the one who has agency over the interaction. Like, Cap chooses when to go in on you. You don't exactly choose when Cap is on top of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a really big deal in a game like Rivals, being able to pick your battles.
Yeah, he initiates all of the interactions.
Exactly. Plus, his ult being a soft counter to Punisher ult as well is very annoying.
Mhm.
So, I think he's the
Yeah.
same tier as Angela. Like, these two tanks, if I see them both on the same team, I'm switching off. Like, I don't even want to be fucked.
Angela Cap is the most egregious. Okay. I don't know how would. I mean, that's the most horrific game of quick play of all time. That's just the way I
Yeah,
can
that's a
put it.
game I'll be going Bucky in, thank you very much.
With that said, I think it's time to address the
Address me.
Smellephant. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's easily one of the worst matchups in the game.
Not even, like... Can you think of a worse matchup? I don't know if I can. Maybe Spidey, Iron
there's
Man? Like,
there's definitely one.
Spidey,
It is
Iron Man?
It is probably Spidey, Ultron versus Spidey versus Iron Man's actually worse than the one versus Ultron because you can time your escape. Actually, wait, that matchup is not as bad.
Probably Black Widow and somebody. I
Um,
don't know. Like,
It's probably Black Widow and Ultron. That's a bad matchup. But Magneto Punisher is just
fucking horrific.
down to the it's down to the ult. It's down to the ult.
It's
That's
not
how,
even
like,
the ult. Like, the ult is just the cherry on top.
no, that's the cherry on top. It's just that's the extent that this matchup goes.
Like every single tool that Magneto has at his disposal just somehow finds a way to fuck over Punisher specifically. Like, his shield is not like Doctor Strange, where it has a set health bar. It has infinite health and is on a timer, meaning he can absorb as much damage as he damn well pleases, and you can do fuck all about it. It's great. Like, he can just stall out your ult for like a solid 2 seconds at least. It's... ugh. The bubbles are so fucking annoying, because the way Punisher works, where he just slowly chips away at your health with each bullet. There have been God only knows how many instances where either Magneto himself or he notices his teammate is about to die to my Punisher, and then he just slaps a bubble on him, giving him another 200 health and letting them run away and heal. Like, I've been robbed of so many kills because of that. He also has more range than an overwhelming majority of tanks. His right click has infinite range, I'm pretty sure, and the team up has a lot more range than his primary. So he can actually, like, contest with you from a very decent distance, probably a longer distance than you probably think. And the obvious elephant in the room is the ultimate, which a good Magneto, unless you have like a Gambit on your team or another Magneto, he will just make your ult unusable, like genuinely. It is not at all uncommon to see Magnetos holding their ult specifically to fuck you over. Like, he will let Cloak Dagger use her ult for free if it means fucking over your ult. Like, Magnetos will just... they just start fucking salivating at the mouth every time they see a Punisher on the enemy team.
I remember when people thought his ult was shit, because it was like the game. It was season 0, and the game was like kind of buggy.
Yeah, little did we know.
And his ult would just sometimes not register, but then it progressed.
Like, the worst part about the ult is that there's genuinely nothing you can do about it. Like, even if you don't shoot at all, if you hold your fire, the missiles on your shoulder, they launch automatically. So they will get absorbed whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Gambit or Loki needs to pop their ults for you to even have a surviving chance at using ult.
Yeah, you either need a Gambit to try and juke around it, you need another Magneto for him to bubble you during it, or some other character that I probably can't think of that has a hyper-specific counter for this situation, but like...
Sue Shield.
Sue Shield is one of them, yeah. I guess Sue ult as well by proxy, but...
It's just... I'm just imagining, like, you pop your ult and you see, like, a shield on you, that shit's getting melted, bro. Everyone's gonna gun for you.
Yeah.
Like everyone's gonna say, oh, just look at the fucking tank that's walking, and you're gonna get destroyed.
There's a good chance that Magneto just shoots around the Sue shield as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the blast radius is fucking enormous if it's at 100%. Like,
I was gonna say the AOE. Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't need
to
even
tanks?
like. Oh, sorry.
Is that all the tanks?
That is all the tanks.
This game needs more tanks.
I could rant about the Magneto Punisher matchup and how abysmal dog shit it is for fucking hours, but I'm gonna stop myself while I'm ahead. Like, Magneto genuinely needs to be in a tier of his own. Like, it's horrific.
It's pretty bad.
For anybody watching this video who wants to try and learn Punisher, if you ever run into a team that has Magneto and Cap or Angela, just switch off. Don't even try. Pack it up. Like,
at that point, you just are better off going Bucky.
Yeah, genuinely.
So at least he gets kills.
Or, like, literally any other DPS. I don't really care which DPS we talk about first, but...
They need to add Deadpool. It's imperative.
I'm not talking about Deadpool yet, bro. I don't
even
know.
Dude, no one even knows. We're not gonna know where that character is in the meta for like a week.
Bare minimum. I think it's gonna take longer.
I mean, it's likely we come to a quicker conclusion, and we just find out that he's just a mosquito who builds his ult really fast, but his ult is like whatever. You just have to target him.
Yeah, like his healing ult especially is very easy to just focus fire through. Like, especially on Punisher, just because he has the damage for it. But, like, you don't even need to ult. You can pretty easily just beam him with the assault rifle, and he'll just drop. I'm not confident enough to actually talk about Deadpool in any legitimate matter yet, so I'm just gonna skip him for
Yeah,
now
that's
and
cool.
cover him in the next version of his tier list I inevitably do.
You just add him after Elsa comes out or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm planning on maybe doing these every season, like I said it before, but I want to be up to date with my information and my content.
That's fair.
Which DPS should we talk about first? There's a lot of good options to
Black
choose from.
Panther.
Black Panther. Oh, what a character to start with. Okay, so he used to be down here. Like, he used to be absolutely horrific, like nightmare matchup. If there was a Black Panther on the other team, especially back when like Black Panther was at his peak, you were not allowed to play the game on Punisher. Like, it was awful. You were never able to track him just because he's zipping around at 1 billion miles an hour, so he'd kill you before you can kill him. This was before Punisher got his health increased to 300 as well, so you were a victim to most of his kill confirms. But nowadays, time has not been kind to Black Panther, man.
No, it hasn't. I don't really know what that character's deal is or what it's going to look like now that Hulk got significantly buffed and, the team up, I guess. It's not totally crap because it is a very good get out of jail free card for him. But it came out at a really weird time in the meta where Hulk is not the meta at all. And you could have argued that he was one of the worst tanks next to Thing. You could have made that argument. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to look because this is the first day of season 6. Like, he'll probably be a quick play god character, but like in comp, you're probably still not going to see him.
Like, Hulk Panther is just such an awkward comp to run. Like, I almost never see that team up because of it. And even with the team up, it's not like it's doing Panther that many favors. Like, it lets him get away a little bit easier, but that still doesn't address the many problems this character has. Like, nowadays, like, in a vacuum, I'm sure that Panther probably still wins the Punisher matchup, probably like 7 times out of 10. Just because he's super hard to track, and if you're going to kill Black Panther, it's probably going to be with the shotgun. But the 300 health knocks him out of most of Black Panther's kill confirms, unless he like wastes ult on you or something. And just in the current state of the meta, he's just not able to kill anything, let alone one of the highest health DPS in the game. Like...
Yeah, where would he even go? Like, I don't even know where he would go.
Like, it's so confusing, because in a vacuum, he probably wins, but this game is not in a vacuum, and he has to jump through hoops just to even get to you. So, like...
Yeah.
I'll put him in slight disadvantage, but, like, that's not even Panther's fault. Like... It's just literally everything in this game is going against him, so even in a matchup where he should be down here, he can't do any better than here in practice. Like...
You could probably cover Black Widow and Hawkeye in, like, the same space, because they're, like, essentially, like, similar game plans.
I could probably cover all 3 of these characters in the same place, because they all have the same primary strength against Punisher, because the 2 main archetypes that Punisher loses hard to is people who are fast and get all up in his shit, like Black Panther, Spiderman, right? And people who outrange him, because... While, yes, Punisher technically has infinite range, his range does get significantly neutered beyond, like, 40 meters or so, give or take, because that's when he gets max damage fall off. His bullets go from doing, like, 20 damage a pop to something, like, pathetic, like 5. So it takes 4 times longer to kill someone from that far away, assuming you hit all of your shots, which you're probably not, because... Characters like Black Widow and Hela are basically trying, like, to hit a twig with, like, a shotgun. Like, it's just not gonna happen. They're so small, it's so hard to hit them. And the max bullet spread from max range as well is not gonna be doing you any favors. Comparatively, these characters have significantly less damage fall off. They can still shoot you once or twice and kill you. And Punisher is bigger than some tanks in this game, so they're gonna have no issue shooting you. Like,
Mhm.
It's crazy to say it, but Black Widow is... Sorry. Punisher is probably one of Black Widow's best matchups. Like, part of me wants to put her here, honestly. Like...
She just dies. Like she has like, I mean, she doesn't have an escape option. She has a jump, but it's not like, and even then, why would she?
I mean, the problem with Widow is that you're never gonna be in a
Okay.
position to kill her as Punisher. Like,
Yeah.
she's always going to have you right where she wants you, because Punisher likes to operate at medium to long range, but Widow operates at a longer range. And even if you do somehow manage to get close with Shotgun, there's still a good chance she's gonna hit you with that combo. You know the one. So
Yeah, the insta kill.
like, I never talked to a single Widow player in my entire life, but I would not be shocked if they said Punisher was one of Widow's best matchups. And I would not even be like... I would believe them if they told me that, because it sure as hell feels like it.
Yeah, because he just.
Oh
like,
shit,
if you're
I
in
meant to
for
put her down here. I put her in the wrong spot. Yeah, she's there.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is basically everything I just said, but significantly worse. Like...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he just fucks you if you peek at all or shoot in his direction, and he just knows where you are. I think it's raps for you. At that
It
point.
is raps. Like... People often forget how fucking enormous Punisher is, and usually it doesn't come into play, because a lot of these characters operate from, like, pretty close range where it doesn't matter anyways. But for Hawkeye, your size is a major problem, because you're going to be by far the easiest person to hit. Like, even easier than some tanks. Like, and you have a
Probably,
lower
yeah.
health pool than said tanks, so you are just going to be neutralized by Hawkeye if he even looks at you funny.
I think it's like actually about it, because I feel like Hawkeye is just like, oh, does he see you? Yes. Can he aim? Yes, you're dead. It's just a flow chart. He's a very dry character.
Punisher, like, Shotgun is never even gonna be part of the equation, because you're just never getting that close to him realistically. Like, he's just gonna kill you before you can get there.
He has the reflect.
Hela is a pretty similar deal. Like, I think she's just as bad as Hawkeye, if not slightly worse, because she also has her little get-out-of-jail-free card with the crow on top of that. Well,
Mhm.
actually, there's one thing that I think makes Hela easier to deal with than Hawkeye, because aside from, you know, just being outranged, it's basically the same deal. Hela, her ultimate, is kind of a meme against Punisher specifically, because he can just look up and headshot you, and your ult is gone in like half
Yeah.
a second.
She has to be a priority.
That's like the only saving grace Punisher has in this matchup. But aside from that, yeah, it's kind of shit. Not much he can do.
Yeah, sniper characters, and he's a character who's constantly laid back in the back of the team. So
Yeah, like, Shotgun, you're never whipping out Shotgun against any of these snipers. It's just
Yeah.
never happening.
it's pretty self. I mean, you could probably kill Jean with this one too. What do you think of Jean?
Jean, I think, is the worst one to deal with. Like, I want to put Jean down here, honestly. Like, Jean is horrific, but again, the only thing saving it from there is the ult, because her ult is probably just as easy to kill as Hela's, but she is way more lethal at long range than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how the Phoenix ability works, like, the more shots you land, the more the effect stacks with the explosions and whatever. It is, as you could probably guess, comically easy to land more than one shot on Punisher. So, you can get blown up by Phoenix if she just looks at you kind of funny. Like, and you're not going to be killing her because she can teleport, she can fly away, her hitbox is the size of a goddamn twig. Like, it's bad. She can also blow up turret in like half a second, which is something all these people can do, by the way. If you're not using turret against any sniper character, they're just gonna kill you effortlessly, or at least destroy your turret. Like, I really don't like fighting these sniper characters.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either.
I don't think anyone
Someone
is,
who
to be
plays-
honest with you.
Someone who plays support and plays a flying support. I'm just like victim number one. It's not fun.
Speaking of flyers, you wanna talk about some flyers? I'm tired of talking about how much Punisher sucks.
Johnny, freaking Johnny.
I think Johnny
I
does
feel like he's.
well. Out of the 3 DPS flyers, I feel Johnny is kind of middle of a road. Like,
because he's got the area thingy denial. So if he like, I don't know too much about Johnny, but what I do know is like, you know, there's the like if you're stanced up in turret, you have to basically give it up if he's like using like the
fire
area
squares.
denial thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like you could kill him if he's like in your range or trying to do that to you. I don't know. He's very like hard to kill because he will 90% of the time take cover.
Yeah, he's
And
the fastest
get away
out
with
of
a
all
lot.
the flyers by far. He's the hardest to hit because he has a little dash and
The
his
hitbox
hitbox is
thing,
very
yeah.
small. So combine those two things together. God forbid they start cycling in melee animations as well. This character becomes a nightmare to hit. Like, especially on a map like Clintar or Krakoa, if it gives flyers a lot of cover. So, like, he can survive against Punisher better than you probably think he would, but he also doesn't really pose any real threat to Punisher either. Just because the way his primary works, it's like a shotgun blast, right? And a shotgun blast is obviously not going to work very well unless you're in close range. But you know who also has a shotgun blast that's better in every capacity?
True.
Like, if Human Torch does, like, the dive bomb on top of a Punisher, he's basically dead. Like, he's just gonna get mauled by a shotgun as soon as he hits the ground. If a Punisher knows what he's doing or if he's expecting it. You're not gonna be using turret a whole lot, just because turret into flyers is not good, like I was talking about earlier with Angela.
Yeah.
But I think Johnny is... He can survive against the Punisher probably more than the rest of the flyers, but it's still pretty solidly in Punisher's favor. Like, you're not going to be killing Punisher, but he's also not going to be killing you as much as you think he would. But I don't really know what that equates to. I feel like that equates to a 55-45, but I could
I'm
be
not
wrong.
really sure myself. I mean, it's like the safest bet, I feel like, but I don't know.
If you wanted to put him down here, I wouldn't disagree, but I think he's like borderline 60-40. Like, if there's one flyer that annoys me the most, it's definitely Human Torch. So that might be my bias speaking there, but
Iron Man is a pushover.
Iron Man is horrible.
Speaking of which, you could just probably get him out of the way right now. That matchup is so free for you.
Where's Iron Man? Where is he? Like, there's just nothing Iron Man can do, bro. Maybe he can, like, hit you with some pot shots if you're in turret. Maybe he can catch you with your pants down with a maximum pulse. Like, I don't really...
You know, it's very funny. It doesn't get talked about enough, but he's, like, super shit. Like, he's really bad.
I think he's one of the worst DPS in the game right now. Like, the meta is
I think he's
not
one of the
in
worst
his favor.
characters in the game.
The meta's not in his favor, because Poke is everywhere, including Punisher. Like,
and another hit scan character dropped, so even more of a reason to just fuck off.
He's not good into a majority of tanks. Basically every character in the game has an answer for maximum pulse at this point. Like, hell, even on Punisher, half the time, you can kill him before he can even shoot the pulse while he's still in the startup animation. Like,
That's so funny.
he's so slow. He's enormous compared to the other DPS flyers. Like, there's just nothing good about this matchup, man. Like, maybe you can catch him slacking and just pop him with a few primaries or a laser if you just catch him off guard. But those instances are so few and far between, and several things have to go horrifically wrong on the Punisher's team's end for that to even, like, become a possibility. So...
Yeah. What are the other flyer? What other flyer DPS is there? Storm is Storm get obliterated by him?
I think Storm does the best out of all the flyers in the Punisher,
Really?
but I think it's still losing for obvious reasons.
Yeah, she doesn't have a movement option.
Yeah, she's similar to
Far as I know.
Torch, where her hitbox is very small, so she's a bit trickier to hit. Like, you kind of have to, like, focus a lot more on her and land your shots more consistently. Like, you can't just fucking spray around like you can with Iron Man, and the hits will just connect. There's two things that make me think she does the best into Punisher. One being her projectiles. I feel like they're a lot easier to hit on Punisher compared to Torch's or Iron Man's. They're a lot faster, they do more damage, and they're just overall easier to connect than the other two. Like, if a storm starts slinging lightning at me, that's something I kind of have to respect, especially if I get hit by one or two of them. Because she can't take me out if I am caught slacking, or if I'm standing completely still. That's kind of the thing, like, if I'm locking in, trying to snipe a storm out of the sky, I'm probably standing still or keeping my movement to a minimum to try and maximize my accuracy, and Storm can just sling some lightning bolts at me, and I kind of have to respect that, like I was saying. The other thing she has in this matchup is her ult, which could be a big problem.
I feel like you're target number one. You're one of the many few prioritized targets when she pops ult, because, I mean, you have zipline, I guess, but yeah, no, you could just react with zipline.
You could react with zipline. Like, you're probably not going to be dying to Storm ult. If anything, Punisher is probably one of the better characters for dealing with it, which in its own way makes you a high priority target for Storm. Like, the amount of times you see me, like, tweak the fuck out when a Storm solo ults me. Like,
yeah, because, I mean, dude, it just happens. She's just there.
Like, a Storm is gonna go for you first, because you're usually the most dangerous one to her. But if you do zipline onto, like, high ground or something, you're usually gonna be safe, but you still have to respect the distance it covers, right? God forbid we added Jeff Nato into the mix. And if you do use your ultimate, you can kill her in her ult, but you're gonna need some kind of support from your healers usually. Like, Storm ult just does too much DPS and has too much overhealth for you to kill her in time, usually. But I feel like she does better than the other two, flying DPS into Punisher overall. Like, I don't see her too often nowadays just because she's such a rare pick, especially in today's meta. But if you really want to force a flyer into Punisher, I'd probably say go with Storm, but it's not ideal still. You're probably better off going any other DPS. Who should we talk about next?
I don't really know. Let's see. Squirrel Girl.
There's a lot of DPS in this game. Squirrel Girl, if you're playing Squirrel Girl into Punisher, you gotta be memeing. Like, you can't be fucking for real.
Does she get folded? I mean, I'd imagine, probably.
She gets folded like a goddamn lawn chair. Like, she has to land 3 acorns on you, which is more than probably has to land more acorns, because if you get healed even a single point of health, that 3 acorns turns into 4 acorns. Like, your higher health pool actually plays a pretty big role in this matchup. She has to aim, in air quotes, a lot more than Punisher does. Like, she has to account for projectile aim, bouncing off walls, all that bullshit. Meanwhile, Punisher can just point and click at you. And Squirrel Girl is fairly big for a DPS, so hitting her is very easy. She's very slow. If she uses her little tail bounce thing, you're basically begging to get shot out of the sky like a fucking, like, I don't know, something that's easy to shoot in the sky, like a like a balloon. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know where that analogy's going.
A bird, Charlie.
A bird, right? Yeah, like shooting a bird. Yeah, like those things in the sky that are very easy to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's just a sitting bird.
And her ult is like actually useless against Punisher. Like, Punisher can get rid of her ult in less than a second.
Yeah, I feel like whenever we play, you kind of just handle it. It's never a big issue.
Yeah, it's just awful into Punisher. The only real thing she has in this matchup that isn't a complete meme is the stun. But even then, that's like a minor inconvenience at worst.
Yeah, because that can actually kill you.
She can kill you, but like I was saying, if you get healed even a single point of health, you knock yourself out of her 3 acorn threshold, when that extra acorn could be all the time you need to get away or just kill her. Like, this matchup is a joke. Like, you can't be for real playing this character into Punisher. You can't be for real playing this character in general. If you're playing Squirrel Girl still at this day and age, how's Silver? How are your Bronze 2 games? Like,
yeah, this game did come out a year ago, and she's kind of still in the same fucking, like, situation as a few characters are, honestly.
I mean, she could never be good. Like, her ease of use just is never gonna allow her to be good. She's
Yeah,
made to be
true.
like training wheels in this game, and training wheels don't exactly do very well into a guy with 2
This is
guns.
facts. Yeah, I figured she kind of got melted.
Kate, who do you think we should talk about next? I want to hear who you want to pick.
Moon Knight.
Oh, you're
Ooh.
DPS man.
Wait, that's actually that one has some nuance.
It does.
That one's actually a little. I feel like because he has movement and he has range, good range.
He does have good range if you play in a group. Okay, so Moon Knight's playstyle of being like a crowd control demon can actually be kind of problematic for Punisher, because Punisher likes to play with his team the most, right? He likes to play behind his tanks, he likes to play between them and the healers, so the tanks can absorb most of the damage and the healers can patch him up if he does get hit, right? That is exactly where Moon Knight wants you to be. Like,
Yeah.
which can be highly problematic, but at the same time, Punisher can destroy his onks very easily from practically anywhere, and he can just outperform Moon Knight at medium to long range. If you get close enough with shotgun, he's fucked. But one specific interaction I do want to touch on that matters a lot in this matchup actually is Moon Knight's ult, which can be...
I was just gonna say his ult. His ult can actually fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what made me think of it. Like, his ult is good versus you.
His ult is very problematic against both turret and ult. Like, if he pops ult against a turret or your ultimate, you're fucked. Like, unless you're getting healed up the ass, which you're probably not, because no healer wants to sit in Moon Knight ult for more than half a second. You're just fucked. Punisher's not fast enough to get out of that. Like, maybe if you're quick enough and react to it, you can hop out of turret and zipline away. But if you're an ult, you're boned. Straight up. And you know how fast Moon Knight gets ult, right? So he's always going to have ult online when you do. Like, it can be a very big problem, and that's really the only thing preventing him from losing this matchup. I think Moon Knight's probably even, all things considered. Like, maybe it teeters on slight win for Punisher, but Moon Knights have been giving me a lot more trouble lately than I probably expect them to.
Yeah, because the buffs were actually good.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of play for the past few seasons.
His ult is just such a big issue for Punisher. Like, you're not going to be allowed to use turret. You're not going to be allowed to use ult if the Moon Knight really has it out for you. Like, actually, going off of that, there's another character that has a very similar matchup, which is Namor, for almost the exact same reasons.
This is ult. I mean, you're just so slow.
Yeah, like, it's even worse with Namor against your ult specifically. Because, like, you know how Namor ult works. Like, it has the 200 damage on the outer ring, and then the sweet spot in the middle is, like, ridiculous 500 damage, right? So, the easiest thing to hit with that ult would be a stationary or slow-moving target, and Punisher happens to be both of those things, depending on what move he's using, so... yeah, it's just a recipe for fucking disaster. But outside of that, his squids are not going to be doing anything to you. You could shoot them in half a second, and you can't really...
biggest targets ever.
Yeah, there's not really anything Namor can do about it. Bubble can be kind of annoying if he wants to, like, stall for time, but it's not that crazy. He's not going to be able to kill you from long range. The Trident is just too slow, and it's a projectile, so he has to aim a lot more than you do. But the ult is just such a big deal in this matchup. Like, it's still obviously winning for Punisher, but not as much as you probably think. Specifically because of that ult and how much of an issue it can be.
Mm-hmm.
You can absorb the ult in your turret if you, like, look straight up in the air and have the front of the turret eat the hit. But it's kind of not consistent 100% of the time. If he ults you while you're ulting, you're done. You're dead. Like, there's no surviving that. Even if you, like, stop revving and try to walk out of the way, you're just not fast enough. The slowness is just too... you move too slow.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about Blade?
Yeah. Okay, so Blade... He's weird because he is an in-your-face disgrace, but also a ranged warrior. After the recent change, I mean, I don't know how much it really matters to you specifically, but let me get on Blade real quick. he has good movement. He has good movement. He can get in there and out, but he he's like a nothing burger character,
Yeah.
and it's very unfortunate because he has so much potential, and he could probably box Punisher. He's a turret victim. He's a massive turret victim.
He is a big turret victim, but if I'm like trying to shotgun blast him to death, Blade is one of the characters that does kill me more than most, just because of the health regen and the damage reduction.
Yeah, even if he can get in your face and kill you, definitely.
Yeah, even if I don't kill him, even if he doesn't kill me, he can just pop his right click, his block on low health, and just walk away, and there's not really much I can do about it.
You just kind of have to respect it.
Yeah.
So you could get away with killing him without him having to screw up. His shotgun blast is pretty good versus you.
Not really, honestly.
If you're not getting healed, if you're not getting a priority heal, he could definitely pick you off.
Oh yeah, but like you have to be at such a specific range.
Because it's very easy to headshot.
Right, you have to be at like that sweet spot range at about like 15-20 meters or so for shotgun to really do anything, right? But if I just stay outside of that range or get into breath smelling distance, which is not ideal, but I never really had a Blade come at me with the gun before. If they're coming at me, they're usually trying to gun me down with a sword.
Yeah.
Probably because they know that they have a higher chance of surviving if they do that and killing me. And Blade can definitely rush me down, like I can't really grenade jump away from him. I can maybe zipline away if I have it, but he's still a very real threat at close range. The problem is that he has to
that's why I'm thinking...
get there.
Let's see.
And his ult is just a win button against Punisher.
Yeah, I mean he could, but like, if I were to put him on this tier list, I'd probably put him where... I mean, maybe even, I don't really know. It's like, I don't play that match. I don't get that matchup a lot, because I haven't really been playing. It's really weird.
The one thing I will comment on that happens to me a lot is that his ult can be a big problem in a multitude of ways. So, if he ults if he ults on top of me, I'm basically dead, right? Like, I'm not going to be getting healed at all.
Yeah.
I just took 1 billion damage probably from his ult, and you can't react fast enough to get out of the way usually. Like, you can't grenade jump or zipline in time.
You need priority heals.
Yeah. And even if you have priority heals, there's still a good chance the anti-heal is just too much. Even if you kill the Blade afterwards, the rest of his team is probably going to have a much easier time trying to pick you off. And building on top of that, there's a very decent chance that the Blade ult just kills you in Punisher ult because you're slowed down, and you're probably going to eat most of the hits inside of it. Like,
yes. He's so weird. I've never really understood the character or where he stands, other than being like a mid-low tier character. Not very valuable. Doesn't get value.
it's just such a fucking bizarre matchup. Like,
He's good versus like... I mean, I guess he's good versus Sue, but like not really. He's good when she ults, though. That's about it. That's literally it.
I feel like if
Like,
he was better,
that much value.
if he was a better character overall, I feel like I'd be dying to him a lot more often. But as it is now, he's not that problematic, but he can still be a bit of a thorn in my side, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he could still be an issue if the guy knows what he's doing.
Like, he will take me out of a team fight. Like, he will force me to look at him.
Yeah, because he can rack up damage on you.
Yeah, it's not like Panther or something where I just have to kind of just ignore him and he goes away. Like, Blade will not fuck off until you address him, which is...
Bloodline Awakening can be an issue for you because it applies anti-heal.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I don't know what to think about Blade with the rework they gave him yet, but...
Kind of shit playing it right now. It's really annoying.
Yeah. Going off of how Blade used to be, I'd probably put him, like... I don't know, next to Black Panther, like, borderline even. I think it's really just the character himself that's holding him back. Kind of similar to Panther, actually. Like, if Blade was a balanced character, I feel like he should win this matchup on paper. Like...
Probably. Because his shotgun does enough damage for you to, like, kind of stress or worry, because by the time you're at a good percent for him to come in and just wreck your shit with sword. But he's so easy to kill when he's in Bloodline Awakening, because it's he's vulnerable. He has the
Yeah.
vulnerability.
That's the main
like-
problem with that character.
No. I don't know. He's weird. I guess you could put him like, yeah, where he is fine. I guess. Just very weird. Iron Fist.
Oh wait, did I put him in slight lose?
You put him in, yeah. Probably. Is he? Yeah, I guess.
I'm
don't
so
know.
conflicted. Like the more
No
I
one
think
plays
about
him
it, I'm
enough.
like, does he lose? Does he win? Is he even? Like, I'll just put him in even because I'm conflicted right now. But like,
No one plays him enough.
yeah, I just don't have enough data. Like I haven't played a whole lot of good Blades personally, but
There's
in
none
the
of
few times I
those.
have played against Blade, he does force me to respect him, to look at him, and I have died to my fair share of Blades for whatever reason. So like,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
definitely die to Blade more than I do to Black Panther or Namor. So
Kind of about it on him, honestly. We probably talk about Iron Fist now.
yeah, Iron Fist is strange.
Because he has the block.
Like, if you like accidentally pull the trigger on an Iron Fist blocking, you're fucked. But if you just hold your fire, you can just kind of stare at him, and he's not really
Mhm.
anything he can do. And then he just runs away or dies trying.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't know, dive characters are weird to me. I don't really know much about him.
I mean, his damage scaling does affect Punisher a little bit, because he does have a higher health pool than most DPS. So he will be doing
Yeah.
a little more damage to you compared to most. But you still can just shoot him in the head with shotgun before he kills you. All you gotta do is bait out the
Mhm.
block, and he's basically dead to rights, you know? You can
Yeah.
even kill him during his ult very easily. Like, if you just shotgun him a few times, he just drops dead.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
I guess the block is really all he has. Like,
That's all I can think. Like, I mean, his ult is whatever.
half the
It's just
time
an
using
install.
ult into Punisher is a death sentence.
Yeah, I
he
feel like
can-
because it's just a look at me move.
Yeah. He can block Punisher's ultimate for a few seconds, which is pretty fucking annoying, but literally all of his character has against Punisher's block. Like,
That's like kind of it though. Like, what is he? I don't know much about him.
I wish Ethan were here to give his 2 cents.
I
but
feel like Ethan would have like a lot more to say, but
can we summon him? Is he online?
We could try.
No.
Oh,
It's too early for him.
yeah. I mean, I'll just place him for now, and if Ethan wants to yell at me later for it, he can. I think, all things considered, is probably even. Like,
Mhm.
it really just all hinges on if you shoot him while he's shielding or not. Like, if you even shoot him once with the shotgun while he's blocking, you're fucking dead. But, like, it's
about
basically
right.
just a game of chicken. Like,
His block is like, I don't know anything about this character. I'm not even gonna pretend like I do.
I just
He
know
just
based off
punches.
what Ethan has told me and what I've experienced fighting them, every time an Iron Fist goes in on me, they try to get me to shoot the block, and if they get me to shoot them, they try and run me down, in which most cases I usually die or come very close to it. And if I don't shoot them, and they don't get the block bonus, they just run away, or just die trying, so.
I can tell you this. I hate going against him.
Only a few
What, Iron
DPS
Fist?
left.
I fucking hate it.
He's annoying. You could talk about magic.
Did you see the new animated Lord icon for Iron Fist that makes it look like he has fucking green stink lines coming off of him?
This is true.
Yes.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that's just accurate. Like,
It is. I mean, we just put Punisher in even and call it there. I just forgot to move him earlier, but... what's a character I want to talk about next? Let's talk about Starlord. This is an interesting matchup.
I have no idea how that matchup goes.
It's very awkward, because, like, Punisher and Starlord are, like, min-maxed into complete opposite things. Like, Punisher has raw damage, but no movement, and Starlord has less damage, but all the movement in the world, right?
Hmm.
Like, you can shoot... If you outrange Starlord, Like, if you're just on opposite sides of the map, you can probably pick him off pretty easily, just because Starlord isn't able to contest from that far away very well. Especially if he starts flying around, you can still track him fairly easily. It's when he gets to medium to close range where things become dangerous. And by dangerous, I mean very dangerous, to where you're probably dead. Like, his E, if he pops his E on top of you, you're probably fucked. You just have to spray the shotgun in his general direction and hope it hits him. Like, if you're at medium range, he's probably going to win that exchange just because he can dodge and flip around and make it harder for him to hit you compared to Starlord just having to use his guns to use... Jesus, we're already an hour and 15 minutes into this video and I'm already starting to fuck up my speech. If you're at medium range, Starlord's gonna have a much easier time hitting the fucking giant gorilla that is Punisher than you are trying to hit this very small, quick flipping thing, right? The ults are where things get interesting, to say the least. Because if you manage to kill Starlord as he's, like, in the startup of his ult, like, there's a very brief window as he's screaming legendary before he starts shooting where he's completely vulnerable. If he's not getting healed, there is a very real chance you can just look at him with Punisher and kill him before he kills you. But if you don't, you're dead. Like, Starlord ult is just fucking ridiculous. However, the same thing applies the other way around, because Starlord can kill you while you're popping your ult, but if you're already shooting, Starlord is probably dead. And if you both pop your ults at the same time, it's kind of anybody's game. Like, overall, I think this is probably slight lose for Punisher, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I can definitely think
I would comment more,
characters.
but I don't know too much about DPS characters.
I wish Holt was here. I gotta get Ethan and Holt in on the next one I do, because I feel like they'd have some valuable input.
Yeah, I only play supports really, and like 2 DPS or 3 of them.
Well, we're almost
That's
at the
about it.
support section, so you probably have a lot more to say
Right.
about that.
Yeah, I mean maybe. It's Punisher. He's very weird when it comes
Weird
to
in the
supports.
sense
'Cause-
that he's a hilariously simple character in a game with all
Yeah.
this bullshit in it.
Because I feel like, I'll cross that bridge when we get there. We should talk about Magik.
Okay, Magik is a strange matchup to talk about, because on paper, she has all the tools to just absolutely decimate Punisher, but it's a very high execution toolkit. It's very demanding, and if a single thing goes wrong, from closing the gap on Punisher to doing your combo to anything in between going even remotely against Magik's favor, she just gets her head blown off. Like, Magik has to play basically perfectly to put down a Punisher, and if she does, there's not much you can do on Punisher. So if this is like a perfect scenario, we have the best Magik in the world going against the best Punisher in the world in a complete vacuum, the Magik's probably gonna win every time. But if you get healed even a single point of health, if you grenade jump away, if you get knocked away for whatever reason, or if Magik gets knocked away or hits something, or any plethora of things that could happen in a clusterfuck disaster that is this game between Magik doing the combo on you and you dying, you can probably kill her. She's very live or die by her basically full health combos, in my experience. Oh, she does have one other thing that's noteworthy in this matchup, being the Demon, which can be highly problematic if you're in turret. Because you can just throw that thing down, that Demon just starts wailing on you. And that Demon does a lot of damage, especially on a stationary target.
Probably better than the Sten.
Like,
Yeah.
between the Demon and Magik just wailing on you herself, there is a very real possibility that she can kill you in turret, but she just also runs the risk of getting blown up in half a second, so she will force you to turn around at the very least. That and Darkchild is hilariously easy to put down on Punisher. Like, you can just hold left click on her with the assault rifle or the shotgun, and she just melts. Like, it's very bad into
She
Punisher.
has quite a few. Like, she's a victim to quite a few DPS when she ults, I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just a heal for her.
Punisher definitely being one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, she's kind of in a similar spot to Panther, where, like, on paper, she should win this every time, but in the current state of the game, that just doesn't happen in most instances for whatever reason. Like, I probably put her right next to Panther. Like, yeah, she still wins the matchup, but not by as much as she probably should.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about Reed? I feel like you got something to say about Reed.
Reed is weird because he lives forever. He has multiple tools that can allow him to close the gap versus you, but he's a sponge. He's a sponge.
If you go in inflated form, you're basically asking to get fucking railed. Like,
yeah, you're gonna get cooked. You're a giant target. You're gonna eat a lot of damage. He's a turret victim.
Big turret victim. Yeah.
He's a really big turret victim. He's the only thing he really has going for him in that matchup is his ult, his range, and
the fridge.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's not very like. It's just okay.
He can use the fridge to like burn a second or two off of your ult, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, yeah, there's not really much he can do. He suffers from a lot of the same issues that a lot of the tanks in the game do, like Thor and Thing, but not as severe.
Yeah.
I probably put him in 60-40, honestly. Like, most of the times I encounter a Reed, I'm just shooting them from another area code. And if they do get close to me, they're usually going into inflated form. And by that point, like, every single shotgun pellet is going to connect if they're in inflated form. Like, it's impossible to miss that.
He's ginormous. He's just
like,
Hulk.
Way too big for his own good. Like,
yeah.
But,
that's kind of about it. I feel like he's...
Yeah, the only time I'm dying to a Reed is usually in his ult.
Yeah, he's a fucking victim. Holy shit. The more I think about it.
I think he's, like, borderline victim. Like, I probably put him here, but I don't think it's as bad as all the people below him. It's very close, but not quite.
How many more DPS are there? Oh, not a lot.
Daredingus, Wolverine, Bucky, Psylocke. There's a few left.
What do you think of Spiderman?
Kind of the same deal as Magik and Panther. Like, he should be winning this matchup a lot more often, but he's just not.
You have a shotgun.
Shotgun, it's basically the same exact deal as Magik. Like, he can get in very easily, but if he doesn't kill you on the one chance he gets his head blown off. Like, clean off.
I feel like I should know this, but is he a hit scan? No, right?
I'm pretty sure the webs are a projectile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never using turret against Spidey. I mean, if he gets close enough to turret to try and 1v1 him, you can just kill him for it, because he just is not equipped to 1v1 a turret. But you're gonna have a very hard time trying to track him in the air, just because he moves fucking ridiculously fast. And the only time you're really ever going to be interacting with him is if he's 2 feet in front of you, where if he kills you there, he kills you. If he fails to kill you, you blow his head off. There's no other way to slice this matchup, really. Like, I mean...
Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry.
It used to be a lot worse back in the earlier seasons for basically the same exact reasons as Black Panther. His health was lower, Punishers, so you fit into a lot more of Spider-Man's kill thresholds. Honestly, even if they completely reverted Spider-Man back to, like, Season 1, he still would probably struggle against Punisher more than he probably should, just because having 300 health knocks him out of most kill combo thresholds. Like, you probably live on, like, 10 health, which will be enough to get a shotgun blast in and just blow his head clean off, but...
Yeah.
Just the fact that he's so hard to pin down basically puts him in the same tier as Panther in my eyes. The minute that Dive gets buffed out of, like, D tier, I guarantee you both of them are gonna be sent straight down to, like, Magneto tier. But thankfully, that day has not come yet, so... I'm just gonna get Scarlet out of the way. You're never killing Punisher on this character. It's just not happening. This is a meme pick. You are you have a range of what, 15, 20 meters on Wanda, right? So if you're outside of that, you are literally incapable of even doing any damage to Punisher, so you have to jump through hoops and do flips just to get into your effective range. And even if you do, even if you somehow manage to get into, like, Wanda's effective range, Punisher is going to blow a hole through your chest with a shotgun before you even take him down to half health. Like, it's awful. Awful, horrible. Never play Wanda into Punisher, ever. Unless you really hate yourself, but probably the single worst DPS to play into Punisher, honestly. and that's mainly just because Wanda's fucking abysmal dog shit, but... Ugh. Oh, it's bad. You want to talk about Daredingus?
I don't know too much about him as much as I like to play him. Like, that matchup, I feel like if you just, like... It's just another, if you have Reflect online, and if you're low.
It's basically better Iron Fist, yeah. I do find myself killing Daredevils a lot more often than most people, just because if he doesn't have Reflect, he doesn't really have any good answer to Shotgun. Like, he has a lot of health, sure, but that's still only, like, what, 2 or 3 Shotgun blasts, tops, to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
His ult is also hilariously bad against Punisher for the same reason. You can just shotgun him to death, or run him over in turret or Punisher ult. Like, I know Daredevil has been kind of a terrorist in the past few seasons, but I haven't really struggled that much against him, you know? But he's definitely a losing matchup. He's definitely on the lower end of losing. I would much rather fight a Daredevil compared to, like, a Hela, a Hawkeye, or a Phoenix. So I don't feel like he belongs down here. I feel like he's, like, out of all of these characters, I would want to see Daredevil the least, but I'd rather see a Daredevil over a Cap. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't think Daredevil is as crazy.
His ult isn't anything good either.
Yeah, his ult is just a fucking meme against Punisher. He could just get ran over. I have ran over numerous Daredevils in their ults just because he's not equipped to deal with shotgun very well. Or turret. Or Punisher ult. Like, most he can do is stall you out for a couple seconds. And your high health makes it a bit trickier for him to kill you, but he still can kill you pretty easily, all things considered. Definitely a losing matchup, but not ridiculously bad. Bucky... Okay, look. I know that everybody under the sun who is in Plat 1 and below treats Bucky like he is Omega Hitler, but he loses his matchup. I don't know if that's a hot take.
I mean, the only reason that he gets treated that way is because he's a good hit scan character. That's kind of it.
Bucky's not hit scan, he's projectile.
He's projectile?
Yeah, that's why he loses his matchup. That's precisely the reason he loses his matchup, actually.
Completely. I was under the influence. He was a fucking hit scan.
No, he's a projectile
I think
character.
he was under the influence.
So, the reason he loses his matchup is because his projectiles become very difficult to land consistently beyond a certain range. And meanwhile, from the exact same range, Punisher just has to look and point at you for him to kill you. And if you're operating at that medium to long range, you're more than likely outside of the range as his hook as well, which makes his lethality just plummet. Like, you're never going to be getting hooked by Bucky. You're never going to be getting uppercutted by Bucky. Bucky has dog shit movement, so he can't really do much to dodge your attacks. If Bucky ults, there is a very real chance that you can kill him with shotgun before he kills you. Like, Bucky is not very good into Punisher at all, in my opinion, despite how highly most people think of him. Like, I run Punisher as a Bucky counter, if anything.
I don't know too much about either of them.
Maybe this is a hot take, but like...
It might be a hot take, because Bucky is pretty strong.
I think Punisher is very good into him. Like, I never struggled against him on Punisher. I don't know if it's a hot take or what, but if it is, I'll die on it.
It probably is.
I'll die on this hill. I think Bucky loses his matchup. I would rather see a Bucky than a Spiderman or Daredevil. I'd rather see a Bucky than I I just realized something. I think I have Namor in the wrong spot. He's supposed to be here.
Goofy.
Whoopsie. Yeah, Namor loses the Punisher. I just put him on the wrong side of it. Whoops. Wolverine. What the fuck do I do with Wolverine, man? Like, he's just such a bizarre character to talk about.
Take him out back and fucking shoot him in the head.
I mean, that's usually how this matchup goes.
Because your character is not like a flyer, so you don't get destroyed by him. But you're not in like the front lines either. You're like in the middle. You're not a target.
If I'm fighting against a team with a Wolverine on it, I'm almost never the person the Wolverine is going for. Like, so I rarely ever interact with Wolverine at all. Like, because Wolverine's whole shtick is that he gets in, he kidnaps someone, and takes him back to the rest of their team to jump him, right? Like, you are rarely in a scenario where you are going to be anywhere near a Wolverine. And if you are, you can probably just shotgun him if he's in close range. But other than that, you can just stay outside of his range, avoid his dives, and just shoot him with the assault rifle. Like, yeah, if you get caught in his ult, you're dead, but it's not really... It's just such a weird character to talk about, like... Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he probably loses realistically, but I just don't really have much to say about it, just because out of all the characters in this game, Wolverine is probably the one I see the least when I play on Punisher, just because I'm never his prime target. Like, if anything, he's probably trying to avoid me. Like, which is probably the right answer if you're playing Wolverine, but I don't know, it's just such a strange interaction. Psylocke. Speaking of strange characters, what do I say about Psylocke? She used to be a lot more threatening before they made her into an ult bot. Nowadays, I'm just kind of like, oh, a Psylocke, that's a minor inconvenience, right? Like,
I was gonna say, I almost kind of miss the days when I would be bitching about Psylocke and only Psylocke.
I know, she's like such a nothing burger nowadays. Like,
I really did not like fighting her.
I can be caught with my pants down with Psylocke still, sure, but it's nowhere near as much as it once was. Like, she just does bee stings for damage nowadays, and whatever damage she does, I usually get healed back immediately. Like, she can still get the jump on me, but she's not usually killing me with it. It's very odd. And Punisher does have the tools to get out of her ults pretty easily. Like, you can usually do a grenade jump and create some distance, or just zip line far away, far out of the Psylocke ult. Like, I haven't died to a Psylocke in quite a while, I want to say. It's just... It's probably an even matchup right now. Like, I feel like it should be a lot more in Psylocke's favor, but the devs just did Psylocke so dirty to the point where, like, they just gutted her effectiveness outside of being an ult bot. And it's kind of sad to see. I actually feel bad for Psylocke players. Alright, we finally arrived at the supports.
Hooray.
And the first one up is Ultron, funny enough. So, you know what I'm gonna say, but I want to hear your take on this.
Ultron okay, so Ultron has better range than you, right? Oh wait, no, you're hit scan. Do you have fall off?
I have fall off, but I can shoot infinitely.
Okay, so this is going to be very weird to discuss then. I can cake myself. No, I can't cake myself in shield because it's not. This is cooldown. If I'm next to someone with a no, you can hit headshots on me. Fuck. This is actually really weird.
I can't hit headshots on you very easily, granted, because if I'm shooting at you, you're probably pretty far away from me up in the sky, and you do have not a tiny hurt box, but it's definitely smaller than like Iron Man or something. So.
Yeah, it's small. This is weird. This is gonna be very weird. I can definitely fuck you, but you get healed before I get healed. Does that make sense? Yeah, I need to make my way over to someone who is a healer or has my drone on them to self-heal. but you are probably going to get healed immediately. So I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to look for your supports. The issue for Punisher is I can ticket you, like I can like kind of like tickle you essentially, and then hide behind cover, and then if you start hitting me, I get to like hit the shift, and I get like the speed boost. So then it becomes harder for you to hit me, and I can probably kill you there. This is really weird because he's a flyer, but I think he's like the biggest threat to you as as terms of as far as flyer characters go.
I'd probably agree. Like, most of my interactions with Ultron play out like I start peppering him with the assault rifle, and right when he's on low health, he just hits the shift, dashes away, gets the overhealth, and I can't finish him off.
Yeah, and then any good Ultron would find someone with their drone that's close and just self-heal or get healed by a healer. But the problem with him is most of the time he has to go low, and that's really bad because then he can get jumped by any character.
Yeah,
He'll get hit by any character, and you could catch a stray bullet on him.
Ultron has to respect the area that Punisher covers, because like he can't just go flying wherever the fuck he wants. He has to play around cover, or else he's gonna get railed. But he definitely has probably the best tools to get out of Punisher's line of sight and live, I want to say. His ult, Ultron's ult, is... I feel like it's a coin toss whether or not I kill him in his ult or not. Like, I've definitely killed my fair share of Ultrons while they're ulting, but it usually depends on whether or not I'm the person they're shooting at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, if the Ultron is focused on me specifically, I'm probably dead. But if he's, like, focusing my tanks or my healers or something, or if he's healing his own team with the ultimate, I can probably just mow him down pretty easily. Not even with ult, just with the regular assault rifle. But him being able to drone his teammates is very annoying, though, because it can take some of those matchups, like Magik, Spidey, Daredevil, Angela even, Cap, and just make them even more problematic than they already are. Like...
Yeah. Not much to say on it.
I mean, I feel like it's still inherently winning for Punisher, but not by that much, you know what I mean? Just because he's a flyer, so by nature he loses against Punisher. But he's definitely the best flyer, aside from Angela, to go into Punisher with. Now, Punisher and Angela together, with Angela with a drone? Oh, put me on my fucking misery. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about the Gambit lure and Invisreal yet. Let's move on to someone else, because I don't want to put myself in a miserable mood.
Does Gambit beat him?
What?
Does Gambit beat him? Probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say if he does still with the nerfs, but he's kind of a similar case to Ultron, where, like, he has hands, right? He can actually, like, do some damage to me. But the second I get him on low health, he just dashes away and heals, and it's very fucking annoying. Like, you know, he does, like, that little spin dash, and he has 2 of them, so he can just go practically anywhere. He just dashes behind cover, and I can't finish him off. It's super annoying. And then there's the elephant that is his ult, right? Like...
Yeah, his ult is just, like, one of the best ults in the game, if not the best. It's still really good.
Like, I feel like if Gambit was a balanced character, he'd probably go even with Punisher, but the fact of the matter is he's not, so...
Yeah.
I'll just...
What about Adam?
This is going based purely off of 5.5 Gambit, I'll just put him here. You want to talk about Adam, you said?
Yeah, what does Adam do?
I feel like Adam is pretty even, all things considered, honestly, because he has basically the same exact effective range that Punisher does. If not, his range is probably slightly longer. He can heal himself, which can make it very difficult to put him down. He can soul bond, making it impossible for Punisher to kill anything. He can resurrect, obviously, but that doesn't really have any influence on the matchup. And Adam can very easily take on a Punisher and come out alive, if not outright kill him. Like, I think this is just a skill check matchup, honestly. I think the better player wins this matchup.
Probably, yeah.
I think it's very, very easy. Very even. I like this matchup a lot, actually. I like playing both of these characters, so I think it's a very fun matchup.
What about Jeff?
Oh,
He not a
Jeffy
victim?
boy. He's not a victim because he has dive, but that's really the
Yes.
only thing saving him from that tier. Like, it's not good otherwise. Like, his head is fucking enormous, man. Like, no matter where he's standing, no matter what way he's facing, you can headshot him. Like,
A point-and-click adventure game.
it is a point-and-click adventure.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
you look at Jeff and he just explodes. God forbid you get in shotgun range, you can one-tap him every time. Like, what's he gonna do? Fucking spray you with his water? Like his fucking gardening hose? Like,
Yeah.
if you're in turret, even if he's in his dive, he's fucked. Like, there's nothing he can do. Like, you can turn off his ult by using the turret or ulting. He could just ignore his ult. The amount of times I've killed a Jeff with turret or ult who failed to ult me is, it's gotta be in the triple digits by now. Like,
I mean, maybe. I don't fucking know.
like this, just take my word for it. As someone who plays both Jeff and Punisher, this matchup is not good. If there's a Punisher on the other team and I'm playing Jeff, I'm probably gonna switch off. Like, it's not good. Probably the single worst healer to play into Punisher, just because his head is the size of a third world country, so.
Mantis.
What a strange character. I think it's kind of similar to Adam, where Mantis can genuinely kill you if she wanted to. Sleep is very annoying. If you get slept by Mantis, you're probably dead. She does have projectiles, however, they are very fast-moving projectiles, but she's still gonna have a harder time hitting you than you will have hitting her. Mantis can't heal it. No, she can heal herself, right? It's just very slow.
Oh, it's pretty slow, if I remember correctly.
So it's not really going to save you from continuous focus fire from Punisher, exactly. Her ult you think would be good into Punisher, except it's not. Like, if Mantis ults to try and counter a Punisher ult, Mantis is probably going to lose 8 times out of 10. Like, you've seen the amount of times I've just popped Punisher ult against Mantis and just beam her and kill her in her ult. Like, it doesn't heal that much that fast. Like, yeah, trying to track her is a bit more annoying because of the speed boost, but it's not impossible. It's actually very doable. It's easier to track a Mantis in her ult than a Luna, in my opinion, but that's just me. So, I think it's probably even.
Yeah, I don't know. She can't even rest you. She can't sleep you when you're in ult or turret, obviously. I don't know, but she's still, like, able to hit you and do shit. I don't know. She could buff people and they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Increases their likelihood.
I think putting her in even is probably the right call. Like, I don't think either character has that much of an advantage over the other. But let's talk about Rocket. Not good. I don't think he's very good into Punisher at all. Part of me wants to put him here, honestly. Like,
probably, yeah. He's a fucking headshot merchant, probably.
he can, if he takes one shotgun to the dome, he's gonna become roadkill.
We destroy his ult. They nerfed his wall run. I don't know if you saw.
I did see that, so that's actually a pretty big deal against Punisher, because he's going to be much easier to track on the walls now compared to how he used to be. You can destroy his revive as long as you have line of sight on it. You can destroy his ult very easily, like hilariously easy, on Punisher from any range. He's a bit of a turret victim. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that his ult is just useless against Punisher is what puts him in this tier. Like, him and Jeff suffer from a lot of the same problems. They're both headshot merchants. Their ults both suck into Punisher, because he can just ignore it or destroy it. Funny enough, having a Rocket on your team if you're playing Punisher is actually like one of the best healers you could ask for, but playing into Punisher, I think it's horrendous.
Yeah, it's pretty cut and paste for support. What about Loki?
Loki's a weird one, because greens...
Like, Loki would give you a harder time.
greens are a very big problem, but at the same time, Punisher can deal with greens pretty easily. Like, you can just shoot them with the assault rifle, and the greens explode in, like, literally less than a second. But
Yeah, and you kill clones.
he does kill clones very effectively. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't know, Loki is just such a strange character. Like, you're rarely ever actually fighting him, you know what I mean? Like, unless he's severely, like, out of place in the wrong position. But I feel like it's probably another even matchup. Like, I don't think one has a definitive advantage over the other. Like, greens can be annoying. It forces Punisher to look at the greens instead of shooting his teammate. Instead of shooting Loki's teammates. He can clone any ult, so that's always going to be a problem, especially if there's like a Luna or something on the field. If he gets all 3 clones set up and he gets to jump on you, there is a very real chance you can die to that. So,
but that's like, I feel like the only way he's killing you. He's not exactly going to kill you because, like, in any situation, I feel like, because he doesn't do enough damage to you.
No,
and he has to have all 3 clones.
Punisher
they
just
nerfed
does,
him pretty hard.
Punisher just does more damage than Loki ever will, even with all 3 clones out. Loki's also a bit of a turret victim, but like, he doesn't really have a good way to kill Punisher, but Punisher doesn't really have a good way to kill him either. Like, it's just very stale. Like, yeah, Punisher is gonna make Loki's life a bit more annoying, just because he can pop greens very easily, he can pop his clones very easily, but I don't really see them killing each other very often. Got 3 left. The Unholy Trinity.
Probably take out Cloak and Dagger first.
Oh, you want to get the complicated one out of the way, I see. Okay.
It's pretty good.
So, there's a lot to unpack in this matchup. So, in general, like, Cloak is usually going to be playing pretty far into the back line. So, she's going to be a bit difficult for Punisher to shoot her through, like, you know, if she's hanging behind her tank, behind her DPS. She also has the bubble, which can make it very difficult to kill her if she's just sitting inside of it, unless you're, like, right next to her with shotgun. Cloak is a bit of a meme, you can kill him for free, but if Cloak blinds you, that can be a bit of a problem for Punisher. And the Cloak, the blind goes pretty far. It goes farther than you think it would. Like, I've been clipped by that thing from, like, the opposite side.
Oh, its range is crazy.
Yeah, like, I've been clipped by that thing from, like, the opposite side of the point on Krakoa, and be like, what the fuck, that hit me? Like, and if Punisher gets blinded, he's basically taken out of the fight for the entire duration of it, because he can't see anybody outside at shotgun range, so. Should we just talk about the ult interaction? Because that's literally this whole matchup.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Get into it.
So, as many of you probably know already, Punisher is, I think, the only character in the game who can one-tap Cloak and Dagger in her ult without having to use his own ultimate. So, you have to be, like, about 2-3 feet away from her, and every single pellet has to connect perfectly on her head. So, if you practice it enough, I'm sure you can land it somewhat consistently if the Cloak allows it. But even if you get, like, one other person to start shooting Cloak and Dagger with you, you can probably kill her out of her ult 7 or 8 times out of 10, right? Like, if you look at Cloak with me, and I'm just, like, unloading my clip into her, we usually kill her, right? Like,
yeah. If it's not just you looking at her and someone else is looking, fuck her.
Yeah. And even if a lot of Cloak and Daggers like to react to Punisher ults by also ulting themselves, if this happens, you can just try and drill headshots into her skull while she's in between her dashes. You know how she's, like, stationary for about a full second? If you just dome her with headshots from your ultimate, you can outdamage it, like, barely. But if you don't kill her in those small windows between the dashes, you're not killing her. Like, she moves too fast, she's too small, and she's probably going to cloak away, like the invincible move, whatever that move's called, Terror Cape, right? If she pops Terror Cape, you're done. But it is a very skill check interaction on both sides, because if the Cloak and Dagger knows better, they're just not going to go near you while they're ulting. They're going to stay out of shotgun range, and they're going to try and play around cover if you're ulting, which can, you know, increase their chances of surviving tenfold. But at the same time, if a Punisher knows the matchup, he's probably going to try and do all he can to get close to you and try and blow your head smooth off. And even if he dies, I think dying for killing an active Cloak and Dagger ult is a worthwhile trade.
Mm-hmm.
And again, even if the Cloak just doesn't know any better, or just doesn't see the Punisher, if she ends her ultimate anywhere near him, there's a very high likelihood that if the Punisher knows what he's doing, she's gonna die. So, I want to say it's even just because it's a very skill check matchup. Like, I think it's similar to Adam, where the better player is probably going to come out on top in most cases.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything to add to that as a
Not
Cloak and Dagger.
really, because she's like, again, she's one of those characters you're not gonna hit unless she ults, and then, you know, that's kind of it. Then that's when she's in your range. Kind of just have to pick her off, and then you have to hope that she is stupid enough to stay in her like position and eat assault rifle fire. But yeah, as soon as she ults, it's kind of like, look at me, and then everyone jumps her.
Like, if you're playing Punisher, you and your whole team just have to drop everything to kill her. Like,
Mhm.
like, I want my healers healing me so I don't die in the Cloak and Dagger group. I preferably want one other guy looking at her with me. But, like, if you have team coordination, you can drop Cloak pretty consistently in her ult. And, like, probably if solo queue is probably never going to happen, but you can do it pretty consistently if you're with some teammates you can trust. Is there anything else I want to say on this matchup?
Yeah, problem is you have to find teammates you can trust.
True, that's the hard part, isn't it? Oh yeah, if you fail to kill Cloak and Dagger in her ult, you're not going to be killing anybody, not even like her other teammates in her ult. Her ult just heals way too much, way too fast. So if you like pop your ult and you fail to kill Cloak and Dagger, she's going to render your ult completely fucking useless. So there's that. It really just boils down to who is able to counter the other's ult better. So I do really like fighting Cloak and Daggers, though. I do like being able to test my ult accuracy and my shotgun accuracy against them. Alright, Luna Snow.
I feel like she's in the same boat as Cloak and Dagger, except you can't kill her. I mean, maybe you can, but like...
I'm gonna keep it a $150. Like,
Really?
I think she slightly wins against Punisher.
Yeah, is it just
because her ult is, like, so, like, impossible to kill her in. Like, unless you have a damage boost from, like, a rocket ult for something, unless the Luna stands, like, completely still and just allows you to drill shots into her skull, I don't think you're realistically killing her. Like, I just don't think it's gonna happen. She's CC immune, so you can't apply anti-heal onto her like you could Cloak and Dagger. She moves like a monkey who just took 40 grams of Adderall, stuttering all over the place. Like, there's no, like, she could turn around and move in whatever direction she wants, and it doesn't affect her speed at all. She's super thin. Her hitbox is the size of a goddamn twig. She also has way more range. She has infinite range, I'm pretty sure, so she can actually poke you from a distance and be, like, an actual threat. Meanwhile, she's sitting in the backline most of the time, far away from you, and probably out of your effective range, so she's probably gonna have an easier time landing shots than you will. So, like, they made Snowball into a ballistic missile now, so that's even easier to land on Punisher. The one saving grace about Luna is that, unlike Cloak and Dagger, if Luna ults, you can kill her teammates that are in the ultimate. You just probably can't kill Luna herself. So, you can still kill everybody else, and on the other team at least, so there's that, I guess. But I still would much rather try and fight a Cloak and Dagger compared to a Luna. I think that's about all I have to say on that matchup, at least.
it's time?
Do I even gotta say it,
Vin.
bro? Like, come
This is
on.
a awesome matchup.
Abysmal dog shit.
Is it really that bad?
Yes. It
Because
was...
you can kill her in her ult.
Theoretically, yes. Like, on paper, you can just walk into the ult and just start blasting at her. But in reality, the rest of her team is also probably going to be in that ult. And they're going to be getting healed just as much, so they're probably going to kill you before you can kill her. And you're slowed down in the ult. So, like... And God forbid she pops ult and you're outside of it. You're fucked. The most, like... What I always see Sue's doing is that they hold on to ult until I ult, right? And then they pop ult, like, outside of my direct cone of vision. And if they're all invisible in the Invisible Woman ult, I can't see jack shit with my ult, and I can't kill anybody. Like, I just don't even know what I'm shooting at. That happens a lot, where my ult is just completely invalidated by Sue's ult. There's also the haha funny self-shield. I have 525 health now. Well, I guess now it's 475, so that's always miserable, so...
Yeah. It's pretty cut and dry. She's not really someone you're gonna kill often, because she's just got her own shield now, for whatever reason.
Like, even before she got Giga buffed, her ult was problematic, just because not being able to see what you're shooting at is such a, like, crazy counter to someone like Punisher, who heavily relies on good aim. So, like... It's similar to Magneto, where my ult just becomes fucking useless if Sue plays her cards right. Like, if you play her like an idiot and ult directly on top of me, like, yeah, I could probably just kill you for it. But if you do it far away from me, where I can't actually see you, where you're invisible, and the rest of your team is invisible, there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm just taken out of the fight for the next... How long does Sue ult last? Like, 10-ish seconds, give or take?
Yeah, 8 seconds or 10 seconds.
8 seconds, something like that. Like, I'm just rendered useless for that entire duration of that ult if it's too far away from me.
Is this it?
And, I think this is it. I'm just
Spider-
going over it.
Spider-Man
Sorry?
losing? Spider-Man's losing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Punisher loses to Spider-Man, just by nature of him being a diver, and the fact that you're gonna have to play around him just because he's on the enemy team.
Yeah. This is pretty solid. I don't know what the World Wide Web would have to say about it, but...
I mean, I'm planning on going much more in-depth into each individual matchup in, like, a future video where I dissect how to optimally play into every single character, but this is, like, the short and sweet version, despite this recording still being, like, 2 hours long. This is the condensed version of it. I plan on going much more into depth with these characters at a later date, but this is just my quick thoughts, off the cuff, no script, just kind of talking. So, I probably forgot some things about some character interactions, but I think I'm overall pretty satisfied with this tier list, more or less.
Yeah. This is pretty good. Hard to make these superhero shooters.
I do like making tier lists a lot. Call it my fucking fighting game tism or whatever, but...
Pretty much.
I'll probably do it again if any radical changes come next season, and once we have a better understanding of Deadpool, and by then Elsa as well, I guess. So, yeah. I think that'll about do it for this.
Pretty much.
And with that, thank you all for watching. This is my first time doing this kind of thing, just unscripted, off the cuff. First time making a Marvel Rivals video as well, so if I missed anything, or you don't agree with something I said, or tier list placement, or whatever, leave a comment, or if there's anything you think I can do to make this content any better, or any other random Punisher knowledge you guys want to drop. I want to make this channel into just a hub for Punisher knowledge. That's the goal I want to achieve on this channel nowadays, so yeah, I'm open to any kind of discussion, and I encourage people to do the same. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Take care, fellas. Have a good one.